Hello, guys. Once again, quick review on properties of real numbers, lesson 1-3. I told you before we have three important properties. First one is a reflexive property, and it means any number equals itself. For example, 3 equals 3. For example, 9 plus 2 equals 9 plus 2. Generally, we can say it's A equals A. Okay, just a minute. Okay, 3 equals 3 and A equals A. Uh, Second property is symmetric property. Symmetric property. It means we can replace the two quantities. Generally, we can say if A equals B, then B equals A. For example, as you know, 7 equals 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. I made here uh, replacement or exchange. Third property is transitive property. Transitive property. Okay, learn them by heart, please. What does we mean by transitive property? We can say if A equals B, then and B equals C, then A equals C. A, B, and BC means A equals C. First, second, and the third. For example, I know 5 plus 1 equals 2 plus 4 because each one of them equals 6. And I know also 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay, so I can move from 5 plus 1 to 6. 5 plus 1 equals 6. It's transitive property. Once again, reflexive property, symmetric property, and transitive property. For example, here I have 13 plus 25 equals 38, and 38 equals 13 plus 25. So this inequality, as I said before here, okay, it's at a replacement. It's symmetric property. Okay. Uh, another problem here, another is a check. Identify the property of equality used to justify your statement. Identify the property. The first property here is 22 plus 7 equals 22 plus 7. The first one here was called reflexive property. Any number equals itself. So here we are at the first one, reflexive property. Okay, and 36 equals 17 plus 19. Then 17 plus 19 equals 36. Okay, uh, it's asymmetric because we replaced. Moving forward. Another check here. With the weight of a bag of orange plus 13 ounces is equal to 5 pounds. Which quantity is equivalent to 5 pounds? Okay, can you answer? Once again, the weight of a bag of oranges plus 13 ounces is equal to 5 pounds. I can write here, okay, 5 equals 13. The weight of a bag, I can say it's X, okay? And here we can make plus because he asked it plus 13 and 13, okay? This is the replacement symmetric property. Okay, about very important rules here, very important properties I'll talk about now. First of all, additive identity. Additive identity property. What does it mean? For any real number a, the sum of a and 0 is a. Here it is, a plus 0 equals 0 plus a equals a. For example, we have 5 plus 0 equals 5. 0 plus 5 equals 5. This is additive identity. Please learn by heart. Additive identity is 0. Number 2, additive inverse property. Additive inverse. This one is additive identity. And now I am talking about additive inverse. A real number and its opposite are additive inverse of each other. A real number and its opposite are additive inverses for each other. For example, as you know, a and the negative a and the negative a are additive inverses because they are opposite to each other. Their sum is 0. Also, the sum of 2 and negative 2 is 0. The sum of 2 and negative 2 is 0. 2 and the negative 2 are opposites, okay? And I can call them additive inverses. Also for 7 minus 7 is 0, because here I can make it addition. 7 minus plus negative 7. 7 plus negative 7 is 0. For the product, we have the same properties. I can say number 1, multiplicative identity property. Multiplicative identity property. Here, if you multiply a times 1, it's a. If you multiply 1 times a, it's a. For example, the product of 4 and 1 is 4. The product of 1 and 4 is 4. So, for any real number a, the product of a and 1 is always a. This is multiplicative identity. It's 1. Number 2, multiplicative property of 0. Multiplicative of 0. For any real number a, the product of a and 0 is 0. For example, if you multiply a by 0, you will get 0. If you multiply 0 first by a equals 0 also, as 12 times 0 or 0 times 12. Both of them equals 0, okay? Learn it by heart, please. Number 3 here, multiplicative inverse property. Multiplicative inverse, it's inverse, okay? For example, here, if I ask you, what's the product of 3 over 2 and 2 over 3? 3 over 2, 2 over 3. The product of them is 1. And also, if you replace them, you will get 1. Generally, if you multiply a over b and b over a, okay, if you multiply them, you will get 1. The product of b over a and a over b equals 1 also. This, we call it multiplicative inverse property. For every real number a over b, where a and b doesn't equal 0, there is exactly one number b over a, such that a over b dot b over a equals 1. Example 4, evaluate using addition properties. Evaluate using addition properties. Here I have to complete this one, okay? Evaluate 4 minus 2 to the power of 4 plus 8 times 2. Okay, the problem is here, okay? And we have to start. First step, I have to calculate all powers. I have here only 2 power 4. You're gonna complete it, okay, this way. 2 2 power 2, it means 2 multiplied by itself. 2 by 2 is 4. Okay? The first step. This is the simplification of 2 power 2. Second step is, if you have division or multiplication, you have to finish it. Okay? Also, I have here 8 times 2. 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. Hope you know well multiplication table. So now we have 4 minus 4 plus 16. Okay, I multiplied 2 by 8 already. Here, what should I do? I have 4 minus 4 plus 16. Okay, I know 4 plus 4 is 0. Okay, so I have to add them. The additive inverse, 4 minus 4 equals 0. Last step, what should I do? I have here 0 plus 16. I know 0 is the additive identity. 0 is the additive identity. So adding 0 and any number, I'll get the same number, 16. Additive identity, 0 plus 16 equals 16. Sometimes in the exam, he will ask you to write steps, okay, reasons, okay. Maybe the question will tell you justify your answer, okay. So first step here, simplifying 2 power 2. Second, multiply 8 and 2. Third, additive inverse 4 minus 4 equals 0. The last step is additive identity, 0 plus 16 equals 16. We have a problem here just for checking if you got it or not. I have here 13 plus 2 power 2 plus 0. First of all, what's strong here? The strong thing here is 2 power 2. I have to calculate. So first, write 13, okay, plus 2 power 2. It means 2 multiplied by itself. It means 4, okay. Then add the 0, okay. I have to write as it is here, simplify 2 power 2. Second step, I see here 13 plus 4 plus 0. If you want to add this, okay, and I want to add this, it's okay. 4 plus 0. 4 plus 0 is 0, sorry. 4 plus 0 is 4, and we have 13 in the beginning, okay? It's a 13 now, 13 plus 4. 13 plus 4. The sum is 17, okay? The property I used here is additive identity is 0. Is it clear? Moving forward. Another problem here, he asked for evaluate 3 over 2, multiply 2 over 3, multiply 7. We have 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. First of all, I'd love to multiply the first and the second. I see 3 over 2 and 2 over 3 as multiplicative inverses. I know the product must be 1, okay? The product of 3 over 2 and 2 over 3 must be 1 because multiplicative inverses. Second step, now I have here just 1 multiply 7. I know 1 is the multiplicative identity. So multiplying any number by 1, multiplying any number by the multiplicative identity, I'll get the same number, 7. Okay, multiplicative identity 1 multiply 7 is 7. Now go to check another problem. This is new one. Identify the property used in each step of the evaluation process. 4 times 1 plus 0 minus 4 plus 3. Okay, once again, 4 times 1 plus 0 minus 4 plus 3. First of all, the first one is 4 times 1. I have here 1 as a multiplicative identity. So 4 times 1 is 4. And write others as it is. What should I write here? Okay, you just multiply 4 and 1. Okay, I have to say here, 1 is multiplicative identity. Okay, you can write it as 4 multiply 1 equals 4. Second step, second step, taking 4 and 0 and make addition. I know 0, I know 0 is additive identity. Additive identity. I know 4 plus 0 equals 4. So the sum of 4 and 0, you will get 4. So I have the problem 4 minus 4 plus 3. Now notice the first two numbers, 4 and negative 4. 4 minus 4, I know it, okay, from the primary school. 4 minus 4 is 0. So I wrote it here and transfer 3 down also, okay. The property, this property is called 0 is the additive, sorry, 4 and negative 4, additive inverses. I can tell also 0 is the additive identity. Now I have to add 0 and 3. Adding 0 and 3, you will get 0. Why? Because 0 is the additive identity. The result must be 3. New example here. If you know PEMDAS, there are order of operation. First of all, calculating all powers, calculating all exponents. Second step, dealing with brackets. Here in this problem, I have big bracket, okay, like this, and small one. I have to finish, calculate anything inside the small bracket, and then go to the bigger one and calculate it. Okay, first, once again, number 1 exponent, number 2 small bracket and big bracket, number 3 finishing multiplication and division, number 4 finishing addition and subtraction. Once again, please learn it by heart. PIMDAS. Powers, number 1. Exponent, number 1. Brackets, small bracket and the big bracket, number 2. Multiplication and division, number 3. Addition and subtraction, number 4. We have only 4 steps. Here the problem is evaluate using the multiplicative property 0. I have here a big bracket 4 minus 3 multiply 2 and the 2 inside the brackets. The relation here is also multiplication. Here Here plus 7 and another bracket multiply by 0. First step is dealing with power. I don't see any power here. I don't see any power here. Second step, looking for the small brackets. Yes, I have it. Here I have it. It's 3 multiplied by 2. So replacing 3 multiplied 2 by 6. I calculate it. Now I have 4 minus 6 plus 7. Okay. Uh, After calculating the small bracket, I have to finish the big one. In the big bracket, I have 4 minus 6, okay, plus 7. It's just addition. Uh, 4, 4 plus 7 is 11, and now 11 minus 6 is just 5. So the whole bracket now equals just 5. Now 5 in the bracket, okay, multiply by the 0, okay, it's 0. Why? Because 0 is uh, the property of multiplying by 0, okay? It's a multiplication here. The result is 0. In new problem, we have it here. 13 minus 1 bracket multiply 0 plus 3 over 4 multiply 4 over 3. It's a very beautiful problem here. I love this part, in fact. 3 multiply 3 over 4 and 4 over 3. I want to make multiplication. The dot means making multiplication. The product of 3 over 4 and 4 over 3 equals 1. Why? Because the first and the second are multiplicative inverses. Okay? In the first problem, in the first part, I see bracket. Okay? I have to finish it. I have to calculate it inside. Calculate inside it. In the bracket, I have 13 minus 1. 13 minus 1 is 12. Okay? Sorry. 13 minus 1 is 12. Now multiplying 12 by 0. Okay? 12 multiply 0 is 0. Why? Because it's a property. Multiplying any number by 0, I'll get 0. There is a difference between adding 12 and 0, multiplying 12 and 0. In the addition, you will have 12 plus 0 equals 12, because 0 is additive identity. In multiplication, I have to say 12 multiply 0 is 0, because this is the property of product of 0. And now the sign I have here is addition, okay, plus. Now all I have now is the sum of 0 and 1. 0 plus 1 is just 1. Why? Because 0 identity, additive identity. 0 is additive identity. The sum of the additive identity and any number will get the same number.